night into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall.
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Ritter off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. This one into the hands of Pitts. Still on his feet. And finally taken down at the 34. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
11 at the 35-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
52. Ready.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So our game here, one of 8 games in total on this opening weekend that is a divisional matchup. And listen, you look at this NFC South, new coach and quarterback on the other sideline for Carolina, new quarterback in New Orleans, new QB in Tampa. All of a sudden, Desmond Ritter, Charles, is the lone established veteran quarterback in the division.
I like how you said established there. I think in the elastic sense of the word, he's the established veteran. But he is the guy that returns to his team from last year and is leading them. This division is going to be wide open.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Ready, break. Ready.
On 1st down, Ritter. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00? Like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready.
From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Go ultra. Ready.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ready up.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Shot. 17. Black ultra.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Ritter to throw it. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Point after try forthcoming. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready. Striker, 3-3.
A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Oh, no. The first throw of his career is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here we go. 43 rail. Hut.
Robinson up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw. And caught by London. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Ritter. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give to Robinson on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Steps away to his left. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
A 44-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception. interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team around the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 2nd down, Young again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another completion there. We think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
Check pitch.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing, Young. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Now Young going to move him around. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready. Drill, 52. Come on, 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
To throw, Young. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by Trey Anderson. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 57 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Fight, 97. Smack, red.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Chop, 17. Black chop. Slide through. Ready.
Ritter now. And that'll be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Blue striker. White, white.
Back to throw, Ritter. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
Option play, here's Robinson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Ritter off the play fake. short throw caught by Pitts. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Even in only 10 games, seeing Pitts drop from 1,000 to under 400 yards receiving was tough last season. And he has only 3 total touchdowns in his first 2 years. Still one of the most athletic tight ends in the league. I expect last season to be the anomaly.
Here we go, set.
First down, here's Ritter. Right back to Pitts again. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Okay, right? Watch out now, 50 series.
On play action, here's Ritter. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that can be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 20. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now here's Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come on, set. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open, It's Marshall complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 16-point deficit.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal and the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs
so
out.
both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Koo to kick it off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Nice run from Sanders to accomplish a couple of long-awaited firsts last season in Philadelphia. Finally broke 1,000 yards and had 11 touchdowns to help reach his first Pro Bowl.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Full set.
Young to throw it. He's got a man. That's Marshall. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. A play fake. Now Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got...
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Ready?
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
No surprise, Robinson is looking like one of the best running back prospects we've seen in a long time. He became the face of the Atlanta football team the second he was drafted, and he should be ripping off big runs for them for years to come.
Ritter with it after the play fake. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. Short throw caught by Pitts. 7 catches for him now in this last one. A first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Completion left side to Miller. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The injury on the play, and that's the last player you want to see hurting, the quarterback, Desmond Ritter. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 94 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
10 cycles. Blaster, 6. 52 blaster. 10.
Robinson with another carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Open man is Mingo. He's got it. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up on a slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now a 2nd down throw for Young. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ritter. Got a man, it's London. Finding room at midfield. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Hand off now to Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Down.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably... comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
33 yards on the play. 1st down, Panthers.
Ready.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It'll be Young again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Sanders is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Young with it, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. Flushed out right. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Steal, black.
Ritter will set up to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And Young's throw there incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
To throw, Young. He's got Mingo. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And the Panther first down.
Let's go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run with Sanders off the option. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And now they're in the hurry-up. Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Patrick Queen, and the Falcons are right back in this football game.
Come on, set. Ready?
It's Young on 1st down. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. 2nd down, goal to go.
Ready?
Now Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Cool for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
there he goes, right side. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. That throw by Young incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And Sharp calls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Down. Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready, break.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division.